video on how you attach the bra cup to the net fabric and how you cut the net fabric. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ifoma. I'm a fashion designer and a pattern dressmaker. You guys had lots of questions to ask on our previous tutorial, and basically I'm here with another video, a part 2 to that tutorial, and I'm going to be answering all the questions you guys have asked, or most of it actually. If you want to see how this went down, just stay tuned to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and of course click on the dumbbell so you get notified when I post a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right into this tutorial. Over here I have my bust line, my under bust line, and my waistline. I highlighted this part just in case you're working with a different bodice pattern, and so you'll be able to achieve the same look even when you're not using a Natalie Bray's bodice pattern. But I do have tutorial on this, how I drafted my bodice pattern. It will be in the description box below, so you can check that out. What I'm doing now is I'm just basically taking off the excess, which is also called bodice shaping. So I also move forward to illuminate my waist dart because we don't need that to show on our illusion mesh, and moving forward to still shape in our bodies and all of that. And I went ahead to also drop the half cut. I dropped the half cut by 1 inch. So once I was done with my regular shaping, I went ahead to label my pattern CF and CB, which is center front and center back. Right now, because the back is going to have a corset, I'm just going ahead to extend my line where I want my corset to start from. Next up, I'm going to also add an extra line which will indicate where I'm going to insert a boning to the back. So the back of these clothes is going to be with the actual lace, the fabric, so that way it will enable me add boning and give the dress a little bit of structure. You guys make sure you label all your PAs so you don't get confused. And after cutting this, I'm going to be transferring my shoulder darts to my underarm. So this transfer method is basically just going to work for people that use a Natalie Bray pattern or use a pattern that has shoulder darts. So that way you could be able to transfer from shoulder to your underarm, which makes it an underarm dart. So for people that don't use shoulder dart, I don't think you need to go through all this process. You can just easily transfer, remove your regular waist dart from the side. I went with my scissors just to cut that out a bit, and going in from my underarm point down by 8 cm, and I'm going to be connecting this to where our shoulder dart stops, the line that our shoulder dart stops. So once you're done connecting that, you're going to be cutting this open up until that point. All this process is just a simple dart manipulation, and I'm just basically going in to cut out my armhole. Done with all of that, I'm just going to be inserting a fresh new paper under the bodice pattern, and this is what it's going to be looking like. And I went in with my paper tape just to tape that down. Secure that in place. I went in with my tape to measure down 5 cm from where we have our that line, and I'm just basically going to be connecting this to our new open line. I'm going to be closing this that line now, just so I could use my tracing wheel to trace out the new that line. So once you're done with that, you're going to be able to see where you trace out, and with the help of your ruler and your pencil, you're just going to connect those lines. I'm cutting off the excess paper, which is a paper we do not need anymore. So once you cut it all out, you should have something that looks like this. So I'm going over to adjust my neck width, and I'm just going to be extending the neckline. So I just cut off all the excess paper we don't need, and measure out my shoulder width. So usually once I'm done drafting my pattern, I still go ahead to check, and this is what enabled me to know, oh, I need to lose up here, I need to trim up here, I need to add more ease to the shoulder, the armhole, or whatever. That's the essence of pattern actually. So anyways, I'm going to the back part, and I'm just basically going to be extending that like so. On that top line where we do not have our boning piece extended, that will be where we're going to be attaching our net to. That whole part is going to be just basically illusion net. So this is what everything looks like after we've cut it out, and these are all the pieces we need for the upper bodice. So I'm going in with my illusion net, and I'm going to be cutting out 2 pieces of each of what we need for our bodies with the illusion net. So I'm checking out for the stretchy part. After I check out for the stretchy part, I'm just going to be folding this like so. This will give me 2 pieces after cutting. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So I went ahead to tape the front body shoulder to the back body shoulder, where we're going to be having our net, and I laid this down on our illusion net. After laying this down, I went ahead to pin all the necessary place so my body stays in place on the illusion net. So once I'm done pinning all of this, I went in with my scissors, and I'm not adding any form of allowance, and I'm just going to be cutting the exact fabric, which is the exact illusion net. I went ahead to notch the shoulder line. This will help me indicate where I have my shoulder joining. And basically just create snipes on the darts. This will indicate my darts point. So I went in with my chalk and my ruler just to trace out my dart on the illusion net. So once I successfully accomplished this, so basically what this chalk mark will do is, just when I take off my pin and everything, or the pattern for the pattern bodies, I don't know if you guys could see the chalk mark over there, I'll just be able to pin my darts in place. So we're going to be having 2 pieces now, 2 pieces of these illusion nets. So just before we sew our armhole and also close up the neckline, we're basically going to be pinning our darts. And after I arrange this in place, I'm proceeding to pin the darts. So I just want to chip this in. Once you're done pinning all of this, you're going to, turn this in between and stitch both the neckline and the armhole line. So once you're done stitching this, you're also going to reverse it again and turn this inside out, which is going to make your bodice look like this. So you place the net on top of the cup and you tack that in place, and here is a small clip of how the back looks like. So guys, I was supposed to attach a clip of my clients wearing the dress when I've not applied the applique to the dress, but that's going to be on my Instagram. This is because I do not want YouTube to flag my video as promoting nudity or stuff like that, which the concept of this video is not about. So it's going to be on my Instagram page. I'll probably put that and the reels or something if it's not already up safe, so you could check that out. The link to my Instagram page is going to be in the description box below, so do check that out, guys. Come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Click on the dumbbell bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Share with your loved ones. See you in my next video. Bye.